Come travel with me to Disneyland to celebrate Disney's 100th anniversary. This is going to be a 4-day trip with 3 days in the park, and I fit everything in a duffel and a carry-on bag. Before heading out, I put some client thank you notes in the mail, and then my husband took me to the airport. I am flying out of Dulles Airport for this trip into LAX, and I'm meeting my friend Kelly there. And I'm 10 weeks pregnant. I didn't know I was going to be pregnant when we booked this trip, but there's still plenty I can do in the parks even pregnant, especially with the Disney 100th celebration going on, so come with me and see everything we get into over the next 3 days. With TSA pre-check, I was through security and to my gate very quickly and was able to go get some snacks for the plane. Since this flight is about 5 hours long, I'll be flying through lunchtime, so I wanted to get a sandwich. Unfortunately, Subway was out of bread this morning, so my backup option was just these snacks from the gift shop, which was not something me or this baby was interested in. Once I got to my gate, I checked my carry-on bag for free because there wasn't any extra room on the plane, and by doing that, they let me board the plane early. For this flight, I was seated in row 52 out of 53, and it ended up working out because I was in an aisle seat right next to the bathroom. Since this was a very large flight, it took quite a while to get it loaded, but that's fine. It gave me time to get settled in before the flight left. After watching a couple shows, reading a book, and having my snack, we were already landing in LAX. This airport is set up very funny. Every terminal is disconnected, so me and Kelly had to figure out how to find each other since she did land in a separate terminal. These buses will take you between the different terminals, so Kelly got on one and came to meet me, so I got her a donut. And then we went to catch a Lyft to get to our hotel for the week. From LAX, you can't pick up an Uber or Lyft from the baggage claim. You have to walk across the street to the designated pickup area. After about 45 minutes, we arrived at our hotel. This is going to be a very special trip for us because we are staying at the Grand Californian, which is Disneyland's top tier hotel. And I've actually never stayed at one of Disney's hotels in Disneyland before. This would compare to a deluxe resort at Walt Disney World. And the interior and design reminds me a lot of Wilderness Lodge. Right away, we noticed all the 100th decor even just at the hotel. After exploring the resort, we dropped our bags off with the bellhop and then went to downtown Disney while we waited for our room to be ready. Since the Grand Californian has its own entrance into downtown Disney, it was really easy to get here. It was about 1 o'clock at this point, so our first stop was to get something to eat. And I was craving pasta. After lunch, we made our first stop at the Wonderground Gallery, which is one of my favorite stores here in downtown Disney. Followed by my next favorite store, the Home Store. Our next stop was the confectionery. And lastly, World of Disney. And then we got a text saying our room was ready, so we headed back to the resort. After an exhausting travel day, we relaxed in the room for the afternoon and had our bags brought up to us from the bellhop station. And surprisingly, this is all I bought at Downtown Disney. After a much needed nap, we headed down to the pool. Once we got hungry, we put our name on a wait list for a table at the Craftsman Bar and Grill, which is located by the pool at the Grand California. This is one of my favorite sit-down restaurants in Disneyland. If you come here, you have to try the nachos. After dinner, we went back to the room to unpack and get ready for the day tomorrow. And right as we were trying to go to bed, we heard fireworks from our balcony. It was truly a magical way to start our trip.